What is up, Pack Nation? It is Pack here, a short little video for today. It's kind of like a discussion video. I was wondering, who is the worst cover athlete in NBA 2K history? I mean, the cover athlete is usually one of the best players in the NBA at the time, and they decide to put him on the cover to get people hyped for that 2K. We literally just got Anthony Davis because he's one of the best NBA players, and he was going to LA. Like, it was an obvious choice. And every year, it's always been pretty much a really good player. Sometimes it's been Kobe, Kevin Garnett, Shaq, for a long time, AI. Like, these are genuinely good players. None of them could be the worst one ever. If we had to look down the history of 2K, all the years, who's the worst? Well, when I was thinking about this video, I didn't want to just say a specific player that was not a part of the main 2K series. Like, there were games that were like international versions and they had players that weren't as popular. For example, 2K9 was Jose Calderon. He was only an 86 overall in 2K. So I mean, he's not the best one out of everyone in this list, but he wasn't a bad player at all. I mean, it was the Spanish version of 2K. Of course you can use Jose Calderon. Like, that makes sense to me. What about Danilo Gallinari? Danilo Gallinari was Italian version for NBA 2K17. He was on the Nuggets. He was honestly pretty good, but he's only an 82 overall in 2K. That's pretty dang low. That's actually the lowest of anybody in any version of 2K ever. But what about the main cover athletes ever? Which player is the worst ever cover athlete compared to everybody else? There is one name in mind. Now let me tell you a couple people. Kyrie Irving, for example, in 2K18 was a 93 overall, and he's a 93 overall. I mean, that's not anything compared to other people, but he's still an NBA champion. He was an amazing player for so many years, and he's still good today. One of the best scorers in the NBA right now. What about PG-13, who is also a 93 overall? Yeah, I mean, he's good, but what has he really done so far in his career? Yes, he's made a conference finals. I get that he's been pretty good in his career, and he could even make the finals this year, and he could even win the championship this year with Kawhi. But he was just a 93 overall. So many people in these cover athletes have done so much better. There is one answer to this question. It is the lowest rated overall ever as a cover athlete, and that is Ben Wallace.
Are you on drugs? Donate it to charity. Are you on drugs? Right.
Now you might be thinking, what is wrong with you, Pac? Ben Wallace was a baller. Like, he was really good, a great defender for so many years, literally one of the best defenders in the NBA for so many times, got a lot of rebounds, never was the greatest scorer, but he was always important to every team he ever played with. He was an amazing player for the Pistons, and that's why they won a championship, because of him, and they made a couple finals appearances because of him. But according to 2K, he was an 89 overall, and I mean, who are you going to put him over? Do you think Ben Wallace is better than Kyrie Irving or Paul George? I don't know. That's up for debate. What about Anthony Davis? He was a cover athlete. I wouldn't put Anthony Davis worse than Ben Wallace. I mean, again, but there's nothing taken away from Ben Wallace, and I think that just shows how good you have to be a cover athlete in 2K. It really never is a scrub, like, at all. If the worst player ever in 2K history, cover-wise, is going to be Ben Wallace, that's a pretty big deal to be a cover athlete. That's all I'm saying. But that's it for this video, you guys. Do you guys agree with me or disagree? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like my channel, give it a sub. And I'll see you guys next time.